Thanks so much for joining us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakran. Just want to share with you some of the top stories that we are following right now. We are keeping our eyes on a courtroom at the moment because a mother is facing a judge in accusations that she abandoned her newborn baby. You probably remember this case, of baby India. We're expecting new developments surrounding what happened to baby India. Baby India was that newborn girl who was found in a plastic bag on the side of the road in Forsyth County 4 years ago, just a newborn baby. Her biological mom is trying to convince a judge to let her out of jail on bond. Was in court this morning, and we've just learned that she has now been denied bond. That's brand new information, this breaking new detail. So a judge ordering that she remains behind bars. Really, it's very hard for a lot of people to believe that this hours-old infant was left on the side of the road, like a piece of trash. And, we're learning now that the mom has been denied bond. So again, it was June 2019, late at night, when a family nearby heard the distinct sound of a baby crying, found the baby in the woods. Hospital staffers then nicknamed this baby girl Baby India, and the sheriff promised to find her parents. Well, last month he announced the arrest of 40-year-old Karima Jawani. Her attorney says that she's a married mother of 3. The sheriff said that they found baby India's biological father through a DNA search. He said he didn't know that the baby actually existed, and authorities said that they do believe that Jawani had a history of concealing pregnancies. At her first court appearance last month, the magistrate judge denied bond for Jawani, and again this morning, the bond was denied again as she stood before a judge once again. During that previous hearing, though, her attorney and the prosecutor were at odds over why she may have abandoned her child. Let's listen.
I think that it takes into account a lot of the really obvious issues that deal with mental health.
At this time, there is no evidence to suggest that the defendant was suffering from any kind of psychosis and postpartum depression.
Well, thankfully, baby India is happy and healthy. Despite all this, baby India is living with an undisclosed family, and tomorrow is her 4th birthday. And as for the mom, she is now charged with attempted murder along with several other charges. And again, with this brand new information, she has been denied bond as well. Another story that we have been following has been the newest Chick-Fil-A in Atlanta. Obviously, Chick-Fil-A is very popular, we know that, but it's actually causing a little bit of controversy right now because of the location, which a lot of people say could create some traffic issues. It has opened its doors and its new drive-through right at the intersection of Ponce de Leon Avenue and Boulevard Northeast. Certainly a very busy, highly trafficked area. Folks in this area are kind of nervous about all the traffic that could be brought by this new restaurant opening, and particularly it being a drive-through, given the amount of pedestrians in the area from the Beltline. Some people in the area have said they want fewer cars and more people walking there in that area with the Beltline located next door. But instead, the Chick-fil-A is going to stick to tradition, and it is going to open a 2-lane drive-through in this location. A lot of people really concerned about the congestion in an area that they say can't handle it. Let's listen.
People will do whatever they want to do because Chick-fil-A is the Lord's blessing to this earth. So, if they're going to want to drive through, they're going to do it anyways, and it's worth it. I think they have enough people that actually work there outside of the building to help manage traffic. I don't think it'll be an issue.
Today's day and age, especially in Georgia, a lot of the roads are kind of designed a little wonky, and a lot of the family-friendly areas are just too packed. So if you want more pedestrians, I say you want to make it at least more walk-friendly. And if you're doing that with the Chick-fil-A, it's not making it walk-friendly.
Well, so the restaurant opened up for breakfast at 6:30 this morning, despite all this controversy and debate, and it's going to be open until 10 p.m. Mondays through Saturdays. You probably know Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. Also want to let you know that we are following the latest concerning Bill Cosby because there's yet another lawsuit, a brand new lawsuit against Bill Cosby, the star, comedian, actor, former star, comedian, actor. So 9 women who accused Bill Cosby of sexual abuse in the past have now filed this brand new lawsuit that I'm talking about. They're asking for a jury trial against the comedian now. These women are alleging that they were either given pills or tainted drinks by Cosby during encounters in Nevada, and they claim that they were sexually assaulted while he had them under the influence of drugs. He had drugged them. These women also say that Cosby used, quote, his enormous power, fame, and prestige to isolate them. Cosby is facing lawsuits in other states that have recently passed similar look-back laws, including in New York and California. So obviously this is a huge story that we are going to continue following here on Atlanta News First and Atlanta News First Plus. Okay, here's a little more pleasant news that we want to share with you. Brookhaven is celebrating something really positive in their community, the grand opening of a brand new park for families in that area to enjoy. So it's called Langford Park, and the Langford name really has a long history in that section of Brookhaven. It goes back generations, in fact. City government approved this $1.1 million project exactly a year ago, and this is the result, this beautiful park, Langford Park, named in honor of a Vietnam veteran, Robert Bob Langford. He grew up there on what the family affectionately called the Grove, a plot of land along Pine Grove Avenue in Brookhaven. Area families really seeming to enjoy the idea of having a park just within walking distance of their home. Let's listen.
It's nice. It's really nice. I like the wooden structures, and there's lots of fun stuff for him to do.
To quote Miss Linda, after all those years of heartache and tears, it's really nice to see children playing and laughter. Families, when they lose loved ones in combat like that, they never fully recover.
So a tribute to Mr. Langford, and really a memory of his service, and it's a great way to keep his memory alive and commemorate him, and beautiful to see the children enjoying it. I want to show you the radar now, because meteorologist Rodney Harris, that park is beautiful. People want to get out and enjoy the park, get out and enjoy activities, but it looks a little gray outside.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, Joy, the good news is today, and I'm going to bring us back up real quick, just going to have a little conversation, but today...
I was about to sneeze and you put me back on camera.
Well, here we go.
It's your fault with the allergies, right?
It's all good. I'll let you go sneeze. Enjoy the rest of your day.
But I'm listening.
But I will answer your question. The coverage of rain is actually lower today than it was yesterday, so it doesn't look that great outdoors, but we're actually looking better in terms of your rain. You got that out of the way. So yeah, Joy, what we're looking at right now, this is a stationary front that is just south of Metro Atlanta. This has been the culprit for a lot of the severe weather that we have seen over the past day or so. Now, we have seen our severe thunderstorm warnings in North Georgia for sure, but we have seen the stronger storms south of Metro Atlanta, as you know, in Central Georgia. And that's why, because that boundary has really served as a focal point to that storm development. I will say that our coverage rain, as I mentioned before, will be lower today than it was yesterday. We will still see pop-up storms in Metro Atlanta, especially later on this afternoon and into the evening. So as you're driving home from work later on today, don't be surprised if you see a stray shower or storm. And that's also going to be possible if you're headed out to dinner. But like yesterday, the coverage of rain was like 80 to 100%. Today, it's going to be like more 40%. So everybody won't get wet today. But if you do see a storm later on this afternoon or evening, you can expect some lightning. You can also obviously expect rain. And there is still the potential of an isolated strong storm or two, but the chance of severe weather is also lower today than it was yesterday. So today will be more of a typical summertime pattern where, yes, a storm or two will be possible this afternoon, but not nearly as much activity as we saw yesterday. I'll also point out that the weekend is looking better, especially the first part of the weekend. Friday and Saturday will be mostly dry, although it will be hot with highs back in the upper 80s. And then as we go into Father's Day, we will see most of Sunday dry with rain chances increasing late Sunday. So if you have any plans for the dads out there, lunch will be just fine. If you're going to do anything in the afternoon, you'll be good to go. It's like closer to sunset where the rain chances will start to increase Sunday night. And that will continue until the beginning of next week. So we do have first alerts for for Monday and Tuesday, when our rain chances will increase on both days. But for the important weekend, a lot of things happening this weekend. You'll be mostly fine. We have our Juneteenth parade, which is happening on Saturday. It'll be mostly dry for that, only a 20% chance of rain and hot. Remember, you can watch that at noon on Peachtree TV. And then we also have, obviously, a lot of other Juneteenth festivities on Saturday, Sunday, and Juneteenth itself. So Saturday and Sunday mostly dry, but again, the rain chances on Monday for Juneteenth will increase like 60%. So we'll watch Monday and Tuesday for you carefully. But today, through at least lunch, it's going to stay dry in Metro Atlanta. Again, a pop-up storm or two is possible later on this afternoon or evening, but the coverage will be lower than yesterday. And we will keep you up to date on those rain chances with an updated forecast starting on Atlanta News First at noon. So that is a quick update on what's happening with the weather. What you're looking at right there, by the way, that's active. That's like current. So again, really big storms continue in central and south Georgia. We'll keep you up to date on that as well. We hope you have a great Thursday. And until next time, we'll see you soon.